Some of them, they do come, which you can never reduce the heat. So before you put this, please consider your hair damage. Is slick and press safe for the 4C hair? Consider the damage of your hair before doing the slick and press or putting the heat on your hair, because this stuff, some of them, they do come, which you can never reduce the heat. So before you put this, please consider your hair damage. On the other hand, slick and press is safe when it is done properly, in a proper way. Then it's so safe for the hair. But consider the damage of the heat before you start doing the slick and press. There are risks associated with excessive heat, but when done properly, then it's safe for your hair. When the flat iron is put on your hair with a higher heat level and then pressed for a very long period of time, of course, you're going to have a hair damage. It's damaging your hair. Before you have the slick and press your hair, please consider the heat you're going to use in your hair. It is better if you can't do it yourself, but safely, let's say it's better to go to a stylist who has idea over the 4C hair or have knowledge of the 4C hair coming to the slick and press white side. And this way you put your hair in a safe way that it is not going to be breaking down or to be spoiled. Be careful with this style of slick and press. Do it correctly, please. To protect your hair during the slick and press process, consider these following tips. Consider these tips I'm going to give you. Number one is adjust the temperature of the flat iron machine. The flat iron machine adjusts its temperature. That is very appropriate for your 4C hair. Not every temperature, don't put the higher temperature in the flat iron and thinking that it is going to make your hair more sleek. No, consider which temperature is really good for your 4C hair. Number two is consider a heat protector or a heat protector spray on your hair before going direct to the flat ironing. Before you put that heat onto your hair, just protect your hair first. And how? Use a heat protector in your hair. It can be a spray or whatever it is. Most of the time it's a spray. Use this kind of spray to protect your hair before putting your hair into direct heat. Dryer or flat irons that are considering or producing an evenly heat that will be very comfortable and safe for your hair. So they might be so expensive, but consider this. And if you're going to the salon, make sure that you also can ask, if you're going to do that type of style, ask if they are blow dry or their flat iron is spreading the heat evenly. If the dryer or the flat iron is spreading the heat evenly, that is not going to damage your hair. Like now, this one also is giving the answer to all this. Consider to grow your hair healthy than running it always under the heat, and this way your hair will be growing organic and very, very healthy for your hair. And try so much as possible not to put your hair under the heat. It's not worth it. It's not worth it frying your hair now and then. The benefits of slick and press, of course, everything has bad side and everything also have the the good side. So the benefit of sleek and press hair are: it is chemically free. Obvious, it is chemically free, straight. If you're having natural hair, I mean, that is good because it is just electrical. But I don't think if both are just not right for your hair, either chemical way or either electric way. But look, nothing is good and bad sometimes. But in this case, the advantage of it is chemically free, straight. It is chemically free, straight. Number two benefit is that it's a temporary transformation. Yeah, you transform yourself, you transform your hair, or your hair have another style for a period of time, which is temporary also, like after some weeks or some days it will be out. Benefit number three is preservation of natural texture. It remains still natural. Your hair remains still natural. The texture of your hair remains still natural. So it is preserving your natural hair. Instead of putting chemical into your hair, then it will damage your natural hair. But in this case, you're going to prevent your natural hair. Understand? And the last benefit out of it, reduced heat of damage, reduced risk of damage, in which when chemical is frequently done into your hair, it can grow some risk into your hair. So in this case, your hair is really gaining, is out of risk of chemical if you want straight hair, especially if you have the fuzzy hair or curl. So it's just a period of temporary transformation, which is a good thing in my head thinking. And the sleek and press is so hard to maintain it also as well. If you, it's so hard, like even with sleeping, you don't know how you might be worried if you wake up tomorrow it is back to itself. Especially, you know, our hair, if you're having fuzzy hair, then your hair is always coiling from underneath, is always coiling underneath, and if you stretch it with the heat, it will be straight for some, not a longer period, but it will well be straight for a quite while long, but you don't know when it will be springing back. So it is high to maintain it, just to be honest to say. And also, is it really for certain type of hair? No, it is not for any certain type of hair. Slick and press, you can do it whether you're having curl or you're having straight hair already or whatever. There is no limit for this straight for hair straightening or slick and straightening. There is no limit in this. You can do it, whatever type of hair you have, doesn't matter, but you can do it. That is the reality. Slick and press, again, just the way the heat is it going to damage your curl part of it? You have to maintain the conditioning and moisturizing your hair so frequently that after doing this kind of styles in your hair, that it can be going back to your healthy season. You understand? So yes, it can damage your hair, and yes, you can do back your routine so that your hair can grow back the way it usually grow back before. Silk press, is it only for the fuzzy hair? Just I've said before, that is not only for the fuzzy hair, and it's not limited for any type of hair. So any type of hair can have this slick and press style. And how long do slick and press last on the fuzzy hair? This depend. It depends in which situation, whereby how your hair when it get the heat, how it's being affected, and what type of hair it you have. But it doesn't, the process has no limit for any type of hair. But yes, it's how long it can stay on your hair, that question you can say it depends also with the type of hair you have. If you have curl, it will roll back very fast. obviously for obvious reason. And if you have straight hair, it might stay a little bit quite longer, but hair itself, you know, the hair itself, they're always curl from the inside and crawling outside. They can be crawling straight, or they can be crawling well with the root from the curl. Are we together? How long can it stay on the fussy hair? Also, it also depends on the lifestyle, your lifestyle. Yeah, it can be what kind of work, temperature, environment, or weather. You understand? It also will make you answer that question, how long it will stand. If you are in a windy place or you are windy environment, obviously it will be always be blonde, and so fast as possible it will. And also, how long can it stay in the fussy hair? That can be also, what product did you use when you using the when you are doing the fussy hair? What kind of product did you use? It depends also the product that you used when you are using when you are doing the press and slick. Environmental factor also. Environmental factors also affects how long it will stay in your hair. You can't tell me that you want to tie your hair and you maybe in a busy area or something else that is a difficult job that will affect your hair to grow back straight. I mean, in a certain position that you want it not to be, that also affects. So make sure that also this present sake it's going with the environmental situation where for yourself, and that is a proper maintenance. Word slick and press, it's really highly and properly, it need a high proper maintenance. Okay, anyway, this was end of slick and press question. If you have more or you have some more idea, please comment. Don't be shy and let us know. We're learning this together. I'm ending this here, and I want to say thank you for watching until next time, and that is tomorrow. Ciao, ciao. Let me see you tomorrow. Feel the rhythm in your bones, let the music sing. Got that poppin' beat, gonna make you move. Dancing on the floor in the swinging groove. Clap your hands now, let the trumpets sound. Swinging to